Well, the creek bed was dry. There's a lot of dust. I figured it'd be a little bit damp back here, but I guess there isn't too much dust. I don't know why I'm saying that to myself. I guess I'm just trying to pretend that I'm going to evaluate the condition of this gravel road, because I have so much gravel road experience. Alright. So how does the FJ09 feel with TKC 80s on it on a gravel road? Well, I get the impression, at least from riding the KTM 400 EXE in the dirt, that I can feel the disadvantage of having wide knobbies as opposed to skinnier ones, at least in the front. Because I know that these TKC 80s have got some pretty decent traction in the gravel and the dirt. I mean, I don't know, I just heard, but I've ridden a bike with street tires in the gravel, and they're definitely better than that. But you can kind of feel when you get into like deeper spots of gravel where the width of the front tire is kind of a disadvantage. It doesn't have quite as much traction as a skinnier knobby would have, I think. Just my impression. This thing does run pretty good with the traction control off. It doesn't do anything weird. And, you know, I have hit the rear brake, which I'm just using the rear basically, obviously. And it will lock up even though the ABS is on. I mean, it kind of tell. I'm assuming the ABS is operating. I'm not sure. It's not off. But I can feel it, you know, get a little loose in the back. But you definitely get the feel as though you're kind of going on deep powder, as opposed to, I think if I was on the KTM, I'd feel like I was more connected to the road underneath the gravel. But it works. And it helps that I've got some dirt experience under my belt. And I can turn with the throttle with the TCS off, and it will allow me to kind of fishtail out and turn the bike with power. But the biggest downfall is the suspension, because it's pretty harsh, and you get on a washboard area or something and you can totally feel every jarring, you know, moment. It definitely feels more confident with these tires in the gravel, and you mentally have this, you know, thing built in where you think they're better. I mean, they are, but you just think they are, so that helps your mind as well. But yeah, it still feels like you're kind of running in snow sometimes, and I think it's the width of the tires. But I did not lower the pressure on the bike, on the tires, because this is a dual sport ride. It's not like we're hitting really bad, rough sections. And these TKCs are pretty soft. I'm hitting my brake and going straight into the sky. I almost took him out. Almost. Well, I wasn't going to freak out because I had... just about took him out. I was just almost. Well, I was on the brake. I didn't hit my front because you were turning. Well, that's where the ABS, I think, kind of failed me, because it wasn't letting the rear wheel really lock up. Well, I think what was going on, that's where it probably would have been better if the ABS was off. Well, that was ABS. I just realized I'm still recording. So I got that whole incident on camera. Alright. So if you're watching that, Kelly, I wasn't trying to kill you. It was just when I was riding the rear brake and the ABS wasn't really allowing me to just totally skid. I could, I was coming at you, but I could see you were turning, and I was thinking I was going to hit my front brake if I had to, but I just didn't. I just kind of let it go because it looked like we were going to be fine. So anyways, now we've got something to analyze. So that was interesting. This is a good example of what happens in the gravel if your ABS is on. It takes a lot of your braking away because it doesn't let you skid, which probably would have allowed the rear tire to grab more. Yeah, mentally it's weird. It feels totally different being on a big bike than on my dirt bike. Because I'm like, I don't feel like I can throw this bike around obviously as much, so I'm like, it feels like I'm just kind of along for the ride. So I'll turn the camera off now for a little bit.